Something is not adding up right today. Putin and Trump talked today. U.S. intelligence says China may be on the verge of sending Iran very sophisticated radar and air systems. Iran says the Strait of Hormuz is fully open, while Trump says the U.S. blockade is still in force. So what does all this mean going forward? What we don't know right now is whether this is actually a shift away from escalation or just a pause before something bigger. Because if you look at today, you could make the case either way. Iran says the Strait of Hormuz is fully open. Oil dropped hard today. The market's rallied big. And on the surface, it looks like things are calming down. But at the exact same time, Trump says the U.S. blockade is still in place. So which is it? De-escalation or control? Because they are very different things. And then you listen to Trump today. On one hand, he sounds hopeful. Talks are progressing. Maybe this can be worked out. And on the other hand, in the very next sentence, he says he's still threatening them with destruction like they've never seen before. So again, which direction is this actually going? Because while all of this is happening publicly, behind the scenes, it looks very different. U.S. intelligence is now warning that both Russia and China are increasing their support to Iran, and that matters because this is not what de-escalation should look like. That's alignment between three biggest adversaries, and what that makes this moment so hard to read, because on the surface, today you saw markets acting like the risk is going away. It's not. This is what you see when things feel too extreme. You get relief rallies, which is exactly what we had today. The first negative news on oil, the world economy, or escalation in the war, and it'll reverse on a dime. So how do we read what we're seeing? We know neither Russia nor China want direct conflict with the U.S., and we certainly don't want direct conflict with them either at all costs. But U.S. intelligence is telling us both are providing critical support to Iran, primarily through dual-use technologies, surveillance capabilities, troop location and data, and economic support. Both are suspected of supplying materials for missile and drone production, providing satellite imagery, and China is potentially preparing to ship the advanced radar anti-air systems to help Iran counter U.S. and Israeli operations. There's even concerns that China is supplying sodium perchlorate, which is a key component in solid rocket fuel, which Iran needs for their ballistic missiles. So this doesn't point to resolution. This points to something being set up. So now you're left with two completely different signals at the exact same time. Calmer headlines, yet stronger alignment of our adversaries. And no clear answer on which one actually matters more right now. Because if this is real progress, then oil probably comes down further and the markets continue higher and this slowly stabilizes. But if this is just delay, if this is positioning before the next move, then oil doesn't just go back up, it likely goes higher than where we were before. And the markets just don't pull back, they take a real hit. So now we sit watching the headlines, watching the markets, watching what's happening next behind the scenes, waiting, not for the statements or for press conferences at this point, but for that moment that'll tell us which direction this is actually going. Some explosion, something will happen, or some announcement of peace, because right now it could still go either way. So if anything develops over the weekend, I'll throw up a video. If not, I'll see you on Monday. And if I can ask you to please subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment, and share it, I would really appreciate it. Your help and support really means a lot to us. Thank you very much. See you in the next one.